Good afternoon. My name is Jgold, and today I'd like to share with you one of the most impactful moments of my life. That moment occurred as I took my very first politics class last semester. So, why was this one of the most singular, important, and defining moments in my life? Well, it's because this was the first time I became fully aware and could fully understand issues regarding race, class, gender, and others. Now, take a look at our media circus, for example. If you aren't careful and don't examine your sources properly, you might end up believing things that aren't the least bit true. You see, the media does a fantastic job of portraying certain groups of people as hyperviolent offenders, and being a black male in this country, that's something that matters a lot. It's the way that people like myself look, and it's a shame how people get represented. Reading books like Michelle Alexander's The New Jim Crow, Eduardo Benilla Silva's Racism Without Racists, among other books, shed some light on a number of important things. Take, for example, the notion of the black offender. Media does a great job at playing up the amount of crime committed by African Americans, as if the majority of African Americans in the world are crazy and violent. Thanks to my politics class, I can now refute that notion and stereotype with solid evidence, and not just my own personal beliefs. You see, less than 8% of the 18.5 million African American people in this country actually commit crime, meaning that the myth of the hyperviolent black offender is just that, a myth. But this important singular moment doesn't just end there. I also became aware of the fact that as a man in this country, regardless of my race or class, I'd probably have more of a say than women because society just sucks that way. Learning about the gender pay gap made me want to use the privilege my voice has to advocate for equal pay and more broadly for all individuals who suffer from systemic oppression. Most importantly though, that politics class ignited a passion within me. Now, whenever I see a situation where there is injustice occurring, I feel poised and confident in speaking out about it and calling out the people who are doing the acts. That type of courage is one that is not easily found and cannot be built overnight. And thanks to the politics class that I took last semester, I'm fully capable of mustering that courage whenever necessary.